it happens. And
yeah, just been totally distracted today, but
yeah,
appreciate you making the time.
yeah,
And
absolutely, absolutely.
I'm pretty focused on a couple things that I'd like to
Sure,
learn,
you
and
bet.
just very simply, we have like a very niche use for video
Mm-hmm.
conferencing, and basically, we've created a product where we create connections between different people,
Mm-hmm.
and allow them to connect with each other and schedule a time to connect. And at that scheduled time, there's, we facilitate the API to call to
Okay.
something for them to have that
Yep.
conversation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, the most important part of all this is that on one end, the user will always be someone who's using some form of assistive technology, meaning
Mm-hmm.
that they have a disability and they're using either a screen reader or a switch system or some other technology. And so the first and most important question I have, just as we delve into all this, is just how accessible is your product?
So when you say accessible, do you mean, in my mind, I'm reviewing the different ways you can join a call, right, via browser, and what some of those restrictions might be via app, and what some of those restrictions might be. Are we in line? Is that
No,
what you mean or
no,
not?
no.
Okay.
This is more about like, do you comply with accessibility code standards? So can I be confident that your product, works using a board single-handedly, and that no one ever needs to use a mouse, for example?
Oh gosh, I must be like woefully under-informed on those types of, clearly, I'm used to getting questions about HIPAA and GDPR compliance and that kind of thing, but I guess I had not run into this.
No, no
So
worries.
it's great to know that's out there, and I'm sure that is something that we should consider, and perhaps the developers do, but just haven't shared a statement with us that happens. So,
Exactly. Yes, it's possible that that's true.
yeah,
Yeah. Is this the
I have to
product that I'm
request.
in right now?
It is. Indeed, it is. Yes.
It is.
So,
Okay.
mm-hmm.
So
So
I can actually check
that
relatively
would be
easily
fantastic.
myself. So I
Yeah.
see, yeah, so I do see a lot of things in here that look like they've been done intentionally for accessibility. So really for me to continue.
Oh, hold on, hold on. I keep forgetting I'm in.
There we go.
I'm sorry. I've got this in webinar mode where everybody just comes in muted because last time it was a larger audience. So I apologize. And I think you may have accidentally closed your browser.
Yeah, no worries. But you can hear me now, right?
Yes, I can. Yes, yes.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So I think what would be super helpful, realistically, is generally your development team will have some form of like accessibility standard that they're abiding by. And there's different standards,
Mm-hmm.
and so and it's just not available anywhere online that I can see.
Yeah,
And so
I would
just
agree with you. Mm-hmm.
yeah, so I would just need more than anything to even really delve into anything to do with pricing, all that. Like none
Mm-hmm.
of it
Sure.
matters if this
Yep.
doesn't have it. So if we could just maybe just over email loop in
Yeah.
someone from the dev
Yeah.
team and see, do they have anything they can share? And if they have it, and if it looks like it's something on their radar, it's something they work on, and the product is relatively accessible, then we can delve deeper into conversations.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I pinged our COO while you were disconnected there just to see if he was available to give me any
Perfect.
information quickly. Sometimes he is, sometimes he's not. So that was just a shot in the dark. But
No, totally.
from that standpoint, do you have like, in case I need to guide them in this discussion, like, do you have something that I don't know. Your your example about having to use a mouse would be helpful.
Sure. So
Is there
how about we go
any?
with this? So
Yeah.
I'll tell you what we're using right now, and you
Okay.
could look at their
Perfect.
accessibility. So
Great.
we're currently using Zoom, which I suspect
Yep.
is familiar
Who
enough to
isn't?
your
Yeah.
team. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yep.
so if you go to zoom.us/accessibility,
Hmm.
you'll
Okay.
see a list of their accessibility features, as well as their like published documents around what standard are they at.
Okay. Yep. I see it right now. Okay.
Perfect. So
Yeah, that's
I mean, we don't
helpful.
need it to be super nicely presented like this, but these are the questions we would have of, is there a closed captioning REST API? Is it keyboard accessible? Is there screen reader support? And
Okay.
is there any documentation around this? So there
Got
might
it.
be, and it just might not be published.
Yep. Yep. Got it. Okay. That's very helpful. Thank you for that.
Okay. Okay.
Are you currently exploring white labeling with them or using this just as an enterprise, like internal?
Yeah, so we're using it. We're leveraging their API. So we have a lot of pro accounts. We're growing quickly and anticipate, just having more and more and more. And um, want to shop this around, especially right now, kind of where we are in our product development cycle. It makes sense to consider alternatives. We
Right.
also have
Okay.
some customers who have indicated very specifically that due to that that they won't be able to engage on Zoom. So it might be that we start building out the ability to pick which video conferencing tool you'd like to
Sure.
leverage through us.
Right. Okay. Okay. And it's strictly video right now, right? It isn't dial-in audio, screen sharing. I mean, or is that all kind of an all-in-one? Are you using it more as an
It's
overall?
definitely an all-in-one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely an all-in-one. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. But it
Some
looks like you
people
have
only are
screen
interested in
sharing,
the
video
video
sharing.
component. We do. We have all of it. I mean,
Yeah.
the basics, right? Just what that's what everybody
So
has,
then
and we do as well.
maybe one other question then to throw out there is, do you share output sound? Or is there an option to share output sound when someone chooses to share their screen?
So you mean in terms of like we're playing a video and you can play that video within the console and everybody can hear what's going on at the same time?
Exactly. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, that's okay. So right, so that's not something that's available yet. However, I do believe it's on the roadmap. Quite a few of those types of feature ads that we know. Another one, just off the top of my head, would be remote control desktop. The ability to control my screen. So those types of things, they're on our roadmap. But at the moment we don't. So
cool. Cool. Yeah, shoot me an
okay,
email
cool.
and
I
we
will.
can kind of go from there.
Yeah. All right. That sounds
Perfect.
great.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Have a great rest of your day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.